Welcome to Season 2 of the Shekina Meditation Podcast, created by community members and friends of Shekina Garden in Pai, Thailand. Shekina communities are dedicated to creating free devotional spaces of Christian practice for spiritual seekers and travelers around the world. We post Christ-centered guided meditation each week to help you in your personal or small group practice. You can find episode show notes and other information at shekinacommunity.com. Hi there, friends. This is Ray. It is Season 3, Episode 12 of the podcast. And as always, our patrons are supporting this podcast. We are raising money to keep our community going, and your patronage is part of the way we do that. You can find us at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast and support us there. We right now are doing a little extra push. We will be sending out some new art soon for new patrons, because we're finding that we need a little extra support to pay rent this year. So if you are interested in joining in for that, that would be wonderful. Shekina Garden is in Pai, Thailand. It is a space. It has very reasonable rent, but there are only 4 of us right now paying it. And it's yearly that we pay, and we keep it free for everyone who comes. Everything we do, everything we offer is free for spiritual seekers and travelers. And we're very, very happy to be in this space doing this. So if you want to give a one-time donation, or if you want to become a patron, check us out at shekinacommunity.com/donate. And you can see more about that there. Another way, if financially is not the way for you right now, another way that you can support us is by rating or reviewing us on iTunes or sharing in some other way. So that could be on your social media. You could like or subscribe on YouTube, which is great. You can share with your friends and families. And when you support the podcast, we know that you appreciate us putting it into the world. So thank you so much. Today's episode is, again, it's from the Shambhala in Your Heart Music Festival. So you might hear some extra noise in the background, especially the river, which is quite the rushing sound in the background. Today's is a lectio divina meditation, and it's from different verses in Genesis 1 with Neil. First, for the first part of the meditation, Neil will guide you into a space of being ready for meditation. For the second part, he will go through the verses with some space and silence in between. And the third part, we recommend that you spend some time processing your meditation. So if you're with others, a talking circle is an excellent way to do that. Just sharing your experience about the meditation. If you're on your own, you can maybe write a few words about it, do a little journaling, maybe draw a picture or record a voice note for yourself. Just finding a way to bring it into the rest of your day. So thank you so much for listening, and let's begin.
Find a comfortable position that you can hold for a while. And I invite you to close your eyes and just bring your attention to your breath, just breathing normally and comfortably. How does it feel to breathe? What sensations do you notice as you breathe in and out? a note of the slow rhythm of your breath. So you feel your body move as you breathe in and out. And as you breathe, bring your awareness to the other sensations that you can feel in your body. The wind blowing on your skin, or the warmth or cool of where you sit. Are there any aches or pains or muscles that are a bit stiff? Slowly move through the body and notice these sensations. Feel you'd like to stretch some of those muscles, feel free. Perhaps you'd like to breathe in a bit deeper into those spots. Feel free. We've chosen to set aside this time so let's feel comfortable. Let's relax a bit more into it. And as you breathe, let's move our awareness from inside to outside, to our sense of hearing. What can you hear? Take some time to maybe imagine each noise that you hear. And maybe notice if any emotions arise from them. Try not to judge, just listening, just noticing. What is the most distant sound you can hear? What is the nearest? The purpose of these exercises is to bring us into the present, to here, right now. So quieten our mind and settle our hearts. We've all come from different experiences of the day so far. And have a whole day ahead of us as well. Perhaps you have plans, or perhaps there are things on your heart or on your mind that may be a distraction from this time, from this meditation. And so our breath, the sounds around us, we can use them. If we find that our mind or our heart begins to wander away, things of the past, things of the future, we can use our breath, we can use our sounds as signposts to come back. It's not unusual to wander away, that's fine. But let's use this time now for this meditation. And as one last little method to quieten our minds, to settle our hearts, just imagine that you are seated on the side of a hill on some grass. The view before you is distant mountains and forests. It's just you sitting there. And in your lap, there is a piece of material just large enough to cover your lap. And on that material is some flowers, flower heads. In front of you there is a bowl. Large enough to fit all of the flowers. These flowers represent the things that are maybe on your mind or on your heart. Things that are important, things that are concerning. things that may take you away from this meditation. So let's take a moment now, one by one, pick up a flower. Let it represent something that is perhaps on your mind, and place that thing, that flower, in the bowl in front of you. Let's be intentional. Pick up a flower. Let it represent a worry, something from the past or the future, a plan, something that you're thinking about. Let it be that flower, and then place it down into your bowl. Maybe there are lots of flowers, maybe there's only a few. However many, take some time to empty your lap and seal your bowl. And when the time comes that your lap is empty and your bowl is full, take that piece of material and place it over the top of your bowl. And then pick up your bowl and place it behind you, out of sight, out of mind and heart. So we have a clear space in front of us. Find that a flower has found its way back into your lap, or maybe there's a new flower there. That's okay. Pick up your flower, turn around and place it inside your bowl again. May it be that before you in your heart and mind is clear and calm and settled. And into this clear space before us, I encourage you to invite the presence of the divine, the presence of God. And as we move into the second phase, turn to these scriptures. Perhaps you'd like to imagine that these words are being spoken to you by this divine presence. And so for this first reading, just let the words wash over you. Allow the images to build in your mind as if watching it on a stage, like a play. Let your imagination create what the words describe. And allow the scenes to unfold before you. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good, and He separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. Then God said, "Let us make humans in our image, in our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, over the livestock, over all the earth, and over all the creatures that move along the ground." So God created humans in His own image. In the image of God, He created them. Male and female, He created them. God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, and over every living creature that moves on the ground." God saw all that He had made, and it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. What did you see when you heard these words? How did they make you feel? Were there any questions that arose? So for the second reading, I encourage you to begin to dive deeper. Ask why you felt these emotions. Ask, what did these words mean? And play with the ideas, these ancient words. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness.
先去放着，就
God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. Then God said, "Let us make humans in our own image, in our own likeness, and let them rule over the fish, the sea, and the birds of the air, over the livestock, over all the earth, and over all the creatures that move along the ground." And God said, "Let us make humans in our own image, in our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, over the livestock, over all the earth, and over all the creatures that move along the ground."
Yeah, well, please. 就是我光有些地方面它全都不对，然后那个多光的时间，但是会更热乎。
So God created humans in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. So God created humans in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them.
Keep
But there are 5 or 6 verses sitting. This is the problem. I only one wrong and the rest is sitting there. If you have an object, you come all them. Therefore, people are very angry about the same shit like last year. Yeah, sorry. I know the same. The last year it was only the last 4 days.
one by.
Not the other, only one. Nearly 70 years old man. And the young hang around. This is not the Shambhala. This is not so I never got to Shambhala. So it was only my teacher to live together with the nature, to show them. But they just
Hey, she gives up. You don't put it. Don't.
They do it if they know what to do. But I don't know. And the others,
God blessed them. He said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, and over every living creature that moves on the ground." God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, and over every living creature that moves on the ground."
and then nothing. Because Buddha is only one who is not a God, one friend. He is a very powerful friend. So there are 2 spots.
The one or not?
The other are here.
Because it's
Satan.
you know.
Yeah. This is, Satan, the devil, is one.
Good.
This is because Buddha is not a God, he is not saying something, God manifesting, that's so it's funny. And if I heard about all, it's very easy. All the gods are connected. So you must be a God, because you get a God. You are the same God.
What is the power of spirit?
What is our
So, các bạn thì tôi
follow him?
God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. And there was evening and there was morning, the 6th day. God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day.
Only not.
For the third reading, the last reading, I encourage you to consider the presence of God again. And that maybe these words have been spoken to you by this presence. What do these words mean for you right now? Perhaps take the opportunity to respond back. What would you say to God? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep. The Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good, and He separated the light from the darkness. He called the light day, and the darkness He called night. And there was evening and there was morning, the first day. Then God said, "Let us make humans in our own image, in our likeness." And let them rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, over the livestock, over all the earth, and over all the creatures that move along the ground. So God created humans in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, and over every living creature that moves on the ground." God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. I hope you have had opportunity to explore, ask questions, and to seek answers. And if it feels right to you, you might like to offer a prayer of thanks, of gratitude, or an acknowledgement for what has happened for you in this time, or what perhaps the presence of God has spoken to you. And as this part of the meditation comes to an end, let's come back to our breath. Maybe with a few deeper breaths, let's come back to our bodies as well. Perhaps you would like to stretch. And wiggle your toes. And with a few deeper breaths, Just become aware of the sounds around us and the people around us. Maybe one or two more breaths, and in your own time, let's rejoin the circle and open our eyes, and we'll move on to the sharing session.
Thank you for joining today. There will be a new guided meditation available each week, so don't forget to subscribe to iTunes or sign up for our newsletter to get podcasts delivered to your inbox at www.shekinacommunity.com/podcast newsletter. Also, you can rate or review on iTunes or sign up as a patron at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast. Have a beautiful week. Many blessings to you.